I think the Chu Wolf we may hear in this half-time. Second segment. Next,
Chief and Duke first.
Next it's the Chief and the Duke and Gaz, and you'll also maybe hear a little bit of Howie and the Doc down there.
You know the Chief's producing the Wolf and Chu show these days?
22 points.
What'd that flog say then?
Half-time lead for the Blues for McDonald's Triple M Rocks football.
Just won't go into too much about the Chu and Wolf show, other than to say our man from Ireland sums it up. Chu and Wolf, Chief and Duke, no hope against the Masters. That's from Shane Kelly, and he's hit the nail on the head, because this is an insight into the I did that on purpose, you idiot. Into the statistical world that you don't get with Duke and the Chief. So away you go there, little wee man.
Garry talked about the forward line structure a couple of times in that second quarter.
Well, yeah, they did, indeed. And I thought they lost their structure, Carlton in particular.
Well, 17 entries inside the forward 50 in that second quarter.
I like it.
For only the one mark inside the forward 50.
There you go.
And Garlett and Betts were the number one inside 50 targets in that second term.
And that's, don't look at Chief.
The producer.
He's the producer. He has no say in the show. So what you're saying is they had their best defender, Collingwood, off the ground in Ben Reid. All of a sudden, Lockie Keefe is exposed and having to play as a key defender in a post that he's unaccustomed to. And they went inside 17 times. Yep. Carlton took one mark, and the number 1 and 2 targets were little wee men in Garlett and Betts.
That's the one for Carlton draft.
Well, see, the argument supported by you with statistical backup, it's a point well made. What else have you got?
Well, at the other end, the other forward half of the ground, Travis Cloak. He's only taken one mark in the forward half, has not registered a lead for the game.
Staggering. See, that's another point. What happens in the Chu Wolf show is you pick up on him and then go and back him up. He is the number 1 contested mark player in the competition. He needs to be the strong forward 50 presence for the Collingwood Footy Club. And this is very uncharacteristic for Travis Cloak, in my mind. He hasn't worked hard enough. He hasn't pushed hard enough to get back into position. He hasn't been multiple leading. He hasn't tried to turn around his opponent. How many leads has he done?
None, Garry, for Carlton draft.
Bugger me dead.
Unbelievable.
Have you got that stat, wee man?
Yep.
Not one lead for Carlton. Don't listen. That's the producer in the background.
Don't lie, Jason.
The producer in the background supporting our show, and it's good to have that sort of support. What you got there from the little wee man is a very, very precise and comprehensive drilling down of what's going on in this great game of ours.
Thanks, Garry.
I'm not sure that lead-up stat actually existed.
That does exist.
I think it was going on all right until eventually he threw one at the Chu man that he didn't have the answer to. So he made it up knowing Chief, that it was an appreciating room.
They are far too involved in self-gratification, the Chu and the Wolf.
No.
We saw Travis Cloak lead up and mark one on the wing right in front of him.
Do you know what constitutes a lead and what doesn't?
I reckon Chief probably would.
In the eyes of the Chu man?
I reckon he'd have half an idea. All right, we're not far away from restarting this one. 9-7-61 the Blues.
A lot of tweets coming in.
6-3-39. I can't believe, Duke, that the question was just asked of Jason Dunstall, do you know what constitutes a lead?
In the eyes of the statistician, I meant, you tool.
Well done.